Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're looking for a webtoon or your next binge-worthy series, you're in the right place. Because today I've got my 5 favorite webtoons that I would love to recommend, and I encourage everyone to check it out. Whether you're into romance, action, or something a little more unique, there's something on this list for you. So open up your webtoon app and let's dive right in. So this list is in no particular order, but first up we have Unordinary. So let me tell you, this one is a wild one. And I have the summary pulled up right here, so let's get into it. But this follows John, just a normal teenager at a high school where the social elite happen to possess unthinkable powers and abilities. But John's got a secret past that threatens to bring down the school's whole social order and much more. Fulfilling his destiny won't be easy though, because there are battles, frenemies, and deadly conspiracies around every corner. So that was a summary. You could read it up on the app as well if you'd like. But it was the webtoon that got me into webtoons. So I may be a little biased because I did read this webtoon when I was 11 and I still read it to this day, which is about 7 years. That's pretty crazy. But let me tell you, I love the character arcs and the development in this series. It's pretty unreal, and I think you would, anyone who enjoys a good superhero kind of genre comic would enjoy it. Next up, we've got Fictional Skin. This story is completely different from the first story I recommended, but let me tell you, it's a good one, and I absolutely recommend it. It follows a couple characters, and I also have the summary put up right here. Finn just wants to draw his comics in peace. Not everybody needs to know that he's a closeted nerd. But when his cousin Vivi claims that a video game character look-alike walked into her classroom, Finn's comics and personal life began to take a strange turn. Sounds pretty interesting, doesn't it? I am a little bit biased with this series as well because I did read it when I was 11, but this series took a pause because the creator had another webtoon that they're working on instead. And so this series took like a couple years, I would say 4, I think, but now it's back and uploading, and let me tell you, there's new content that that my 11-year-old self would completely freak out over, and I love this series. It's another one I hold dear to my heart, and please read it. Please do. For my third pick, this one is adorable. I've got Not So Shoujo Love Story, and it's a comedy and romance webtoon, different from the other two. But yeah, isn't this list so amazing? You get so many different genres. But this one I absolutely adore, and like it's kind of like the webtoon you would squeal, fangirl over, or like, I don't know, just like roll over in bed and like scream at how adorable this is. But yeah, anyways, got the summary pulled up again, you know how it goes. And so it's about the romance superfan Ray, who's ready for her first boyfriend, and she knows just who it'll be. The most handsome boy in school. Handsome O-Chin-Chin. But her plans for the perfect love story are derailed when the most popular girl in class declares herself a rival. For Ray's heart, this is her year her not-so-shoujo love story begins. And so it's a sweet, heart-wrenching story that I just love. You get to see the characters grow individually and together. And it has 2 complete seasons and a 3rd one coming back. And so I'm waiting very patiently. Coming in at number 4 is Charisma. And so, fair warning, this story, I'm pretty sure, has been abandoned. It has not been uploaded in years. Let me tell you, years. And it's sad, but like, it holds such a special place in my heart. Like, I say that about all these stories because it's true. That's why I'm talking about them here today. But because I believe this story has been abandoned, and I don't know, it just hasn't been uploaded in so long, and haven't seen any updates from the author. It just like, it's kind of gut-wrenching when you love a story so much and then like you don't hear back from it in a while. But I believe this story deserves a chance, even though when you read it, you'll have to go in knowing that there's no actual like ending. And it ended around like the 20th or so episode, somewhere around that range, so you don't really get really deep into the story, and maybe that's why I felt so compelled to recommend it, because like I was super invested in the story, you know, kept coming back to it, but there's no continuation so far, so please be aware of that when I recommend it. But anyways, got the summary pulled up. It follows several characters and it is about a divine blessing or a miracle's power. Charisma. Those who use charisma to help those in need. Hero. This power can help or hurt. This is a story of charismatic students growing together. Ate that. But I will still probably be waiting on this webtoon's return for the rest of my life. I don't know if that's sad. It probably is, but it is what it is. Last but not least, this is a webtoon that I actually discovered very recently compared to all these other webtoons which I discovered years ago. And it has amazing character arcs and like development. And let me tell you, like, absolutely amazing. It gives every single character a chance, or like more into that character, which I cannot say happens with most other webtoons or other comics in general. It is The Dark Lord's Confession. It is such an amazing story, and I've stayed up reading it, and I definitely lost so much sleep over it, but it has a strong female character and like an entirely strong cast overall, and I recommend reading it, especially if you love an action-packed, supernatural kind of story. This is the webtoon for you. It has incredible art too, and like, I definitely teared up over it. And so the premises starts by asking you a question. What happens if you end up summoning the Dark Lord, the whole continent's greatest enemy? Due to a battle that took place over 1,000 years ago, cursed people become demon-like magicians, and those who are blessed become holy knights who protect the kingdom. Lapis, who hides her identity of being a magician and aspires to be a holy knight, accidentally ends up summoning the Dark Lord. Along with the Dark Lord's puzzling confession, Lapis's journey of becoming a holy knight begins. Absolutely recommend this series to all of you, and yeah, it's wonderful. Please go check it out. So there you have it, 5 webtoons that I absolutely recommend, and I'm curious what you guys think, or of any webtoons that you recommend. Please drop them below because I'm always eager to read a new series.